Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. I have this afternoon the DA leader, John Stainers, and he's going to be making an announcement for us this afternoon. As obviously earlier we had made an announcement that we had won Kucha in the Eastern Cape, and we're going to be making an announcement about yet another historic victory for the Democratic Alliance, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal. Over to you, John.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Siv. And obviously now we've confirmed the figures. We've audited them. We've made sure that they are right. And it is with great pleasure that I can announce that the Democratic Alliance now governs its first municipality in KwaZulu-Natal with its own majority. The uMngeni municipality in KwaZulu-Natal. Chris Papas has led a very spirited campaign there. Saviwe and I and others have been campaigning for the last few months up there. We made a very clear pitch to people there that they had a choice in this election, the DA or the ANC, and they've clearly come out now and said that we're going to give the DA a chance to run that municipality for the next 5 years. We look forward to using this as a beachhead in KwaZulu-Natal to start making inroads into other municipalities, much like we've used Kocha in the Eastern Cape, Midvaal in Gauteng, Modimolle Mokgopong in Limpopo. We now have a beachhead in KwaZulu-Natal, and obviously this for me is personally a very, very big milestone because I'm from KwaZulu-Natal and it's never been an easy fight there. It's always been a fight between two parties, the ANC and the IFP. Now the DA is in control of a municipality, and we're going to get an opportunity now to show the people of KwaZulu-Natal what the difference is when you get a government in that gets things done. The great part is we don't need to do it as part of a coalition. We will have our own majority on that particular council, which means that we can move full steam ahead with service delivery. That municipality is in desperate need of a government that's going to get things done. It is riddled with potholes. Unemployment is massive. There is huge service delivery challenges there. And it's had a municipality in charge that actually doesn't care about people. They built a multi-million rand Wendy house in the municipality when people are living without water, without electricity, and without homes. Sabiwe and I, doing oversight in that particular municipality, came across families in uMngeni who had gone for months and months without sanitation and water because of broken pipes that had not been repaired by the municipality. We hope that it's going to be a new dawn for those people in that municipality, that they're going to wake up tomorrow with a DA majority there so that we can start getting things done there. This also points to some good trends in KwaZulu-Natal. We've been able to show growth at eThekwini. We've taken now the latest count is 8 wards off the ANC in eThekwini, including the historic Newlands East ward, including Ward 102 out in the north part of Durban, as well as many others across the city. And so I look forward to using those wards as well as opportunities to demonstrate to the people of KwaZulu-Natal what the DA can do for them and how we can make a difference in their lives. So obviously this is a really exciting day for us. I know as well for our campaign manager, Greg Crumbach, who lives in that municipality, that this is a bittersweet moment for him. He's been working hard for this moment for almost a decade and a half. Every election we've come closer and closer, and this election we've finally gone over the top. So to Greg and to the team, and to, of course, Chris Papas and the team there, I'm really proud of what they've been able to achieve, and we look forward to showing people in KZN what a DA government can do for them.
Okay, Mrs. Steele.
We're going to take a round of questions.
Okay. So, I mean, you've mentioned a couple of issues around the area in terms of service delivery. As a DA, what is your top priority?
The top priority is water, sanitation and housing, making sure that the infrastructure there can manage with the development. There's been a lot of development in that municipality over the last few years. The infrastructure has not kept up with it. There's people there that need the basics, water, sanitation, safe communities, all of the things that we've set out in our manifesto, those 7 key areas. Those are exactly the areas that uMngeni needs a focus on over the next 5 years. One of the other things we want to do is immediately free the people of Hilton of the Hilton part of that municipality from having to get electricity from uMzunduzi and the frequent outages there, bring them onto the grid so that we can start to get things done. And then to do an audit on these funny contracts that have been going on. The Wendy House, where you spent millions of rands on essentially a guardhouse. I think there needs to be a full audit on those and to see where we can get money back if it's been unlawfully and illegally spent. So a new era of openness and transparency there is going to do just the trick.
All right. Samkele, yes, Rory-sang. And then I'm going to close the round of questions. Anyone else? Eric. Okay,
Eric.
cool. Samkele, Rory-sang, and Eric. All right.
Thank you. John, just in essence, when you look at the uMngeni district as a whole, and you look at uMngeni in particular, that particular town is infested with potholes. When you look at your greater performance in the whole of uMngeni district, how would you say the Democratic Alliance has been doing very well just one now this particular municipality, uMngeni municipality?
Well, I think we've done well in uMngeni. We've taken wards off the ANC again, particularly in the northern parts of Northdale and the like. My team were very, very happy to let us know that we've made gains there. I think we're going to increase our votes in uMngeni. I don't think we're going to have enough to form a government there, but I certainly think that our role as an opposition is going to be significantly strengthened. But what a great thing to have in a failing district a beachhead of excellence. Like Midvaal is a thorn in the side of the Gauteng government because it shows them up and ANC-run municipalities. Like Kocha is a thorn in the side of the Eastern Cape ANC government. So too is uMngeni now going to be a thorn in the side and a centre of excellence in KwaZulu-Natal, which will be able to give more people confidence that we can do better for them under a DA government.
Rory?
Speaking of thorns in the side, my question is not related to KZN but Free State and Mangaung specifically.
Yeah.
It's been placed under administration. It wasn't run well under the ANC. Would you consider a coalition with other parties like EFF, Freedom Front Plus, just to restore that municipality?
Well, as you know, we've ruled out any coalitions with the EFF. But where we can form coalitions with other parties that share values and principles, we would be prepared to do so. My goal is to bring the ANC below 50% and out of government in as many places as possible, because that is the only way we're going to change politics in South Africa. Nothing's going to change if we don't bring the ANC below 50% locally, provincially and nationally. They've got no incentive to change their policy direction. They've got no incentive to change the direction that they put the country on. They need to be brought below 50% so that we can force that spring of change across South Africa. So we will work where we can with parties that share those values and principles. And I'm sure that in the coming days, probably even on the floor of the centre, those conversations are going to start happening about where we've fallen short of a majority, whether we can cobble something together to liberate towns and cities around South Africa from another 5 years of ANC mismanagement and misrule. Mangaung is an excellent example. Another 5 years under the ANC in Mangaung, I don't think there's going to be much left to fight for at the end of that 5 years. It's important that we where we can, we liberate those towns and cities from ANC mismanagement and misrule.
John,
Eric.
John, do you think that your victory in uMngeni is linked to the example of performance you did in Cape Town, Midvaal, Kocha and elsewhere? Or also do you foresee this trend continuing in future, now or in future?
I think the trend's going to continue, Eric, and I do think that it was based on our model of good governance. That I think it was very compelling in this election, the message that we chose to focus on. The DA gets things done. And if you look at our manifesto, it's not a critique of anybody else. It's a manifesto that says, this is what we are already doing where we're in government and what we want to do for your town, your city or your community. And I think being able to show people rather than tell them is far more powerful. I think that being able to give people examples of where you've delivered rather than make promises is a lot more compelling reason for people to vote for you. And I think that the message found traction. We also spent a lot of time campaigning there in uMngeni, and our team up there ran a very spirited campaign, which I think has also got out the vote. They energized the voters out there to come out in bigger numbers. And I think the ANC's turnout problem has also assisted us there. Lower turnout for the governing party, higher turnout for a energized opposition has pushed us over the line there.
Yeah. Thank you very much, colleagues. Hopefully we will keep you updated on any other exciting announcement, possibly in the next couple of hours. Thank you.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Well, that was the federal leader of the DA, Mr. John Steenhuisen, clearly quite elated here, Unathi, saying that the party had won over the uMngeni municipality in KZN. In his own words, he says the party is actually, growing within the province of KZN. He also mentioning that the DA has scooped 8 wards from the governing party, the ANC, in the area in KZN, and also mentioning their winning over the KwaZulu-Natal municipality. I hope I pronounced that well, and of course retaining the midfield. With that said, it's back to you.